LeBron James is not going to win another championship without number 2.
When things go from bad to worse. For years, critics questioned his loyalty, doubted his clutch gene, and claimed he couldn't win without help. But then came that moment when LeBron James didn't just answer the noise, he silenced it. With a performance that combined dominance, heart, and legacy-defining greatness, LeBron proved why he isn't just part of the conversation. He is the conversation. This is the story of when the king reminded the world exactly who he is. LeBron James has had a career like no other. He's without a doubt one of the greatest to ever touch a basketball, but that journey wasn't all praise and applause. Nope. He's had critics, a lot of them, and one by one he's shut them all up.
I think you can really just bring a high school player in and really just think your team gonna really turn around like that.
He can't stand up to the pressure. The higher the expectations, the worse he performed.
From the start, LeBron entered the league as the most hyped prospect in NBA history. He was on magazine covers. His high school games were nationally televised, and arenas were packed just to watch him play. At just 18, he was already a household name. And the cherry on top? He was drafted first overall by the Cleveland Cavaliers, the team based less than an hour from his hometown, Akron, Ohio. Naturally, people had opinions. Some of his future teammates were excited, but others? Guys like Carlos Boozer and Darius Miles weren't so sure. Let's just say their takes didn't age too well. LeBron came in as a rookie and was immediately the best player on the team, doubling the Cavs' win total from the season before. And it wasn't just teammates who were skeptical. A bunch of NBA vets thought he'd struggle too. I mean, it made sense on the surface. An 18-year-old dominating high school kid might not be ready for the grown man game of the NBA, but not if that kid's name is LeBron James. Back then, it wasn't crazy to doubt him either. Even LeBron's idol felt the same way. Michael Jordan said it himself.
Once he gets to this level, I don't think he's in the upper echelon of two guards or small forwards. I think he's towards the bottom because there's so much about his game he's going to have to adapt to. He has unbelievable potential, but he hasn't played against competition consistently, college or pro. He's played against high school kids.
Jordan figured LeBron was at the bottom of the pack of shooting guards and small forwards because he hadn't really faced elite competition yet. But man, LeBron proved that adapting wasn't a problem. He rose to stardom fast. By 2010, he had already won 2 MVPs and was clearly one of the league's best. Still, his critics clung to the idea that he couldn't win a title.
LeBron is just gonna add to what we need, and just make things a little bit easier. And he would come in and make an immediate impact like a Caron Butler, did for them.
The loudest voice in that group, Skip Bayless.
I wanted another commercial where LeBron says, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there with the clutch gene, because he doesn't have any clutch gene. We saw it. It was the all-time pathetic performance.
LeBron's #1 hater. Skip had him ranked 9th all-time and never missed a chance to tear him down. Then came the decision in 2010. LeBron announced he was leaving Cleveland for Miami, and Dan Gilbert, the Cavs owner, had a full-blown meltdown. He trashed LeBron publicly in an open letter, another take that aged horribly. LeBron's first season in Miami had all eyes on him, but in the finals, he didn't show up like people expected. The Heat lost to the Mavericks, and LeBron's fourth quarter performances were rough. It was a field day for the haters. Skip Bayless was having the time of his life, clowning Bron for lacking a clutch gene and calling it the most pathetic finals performance ever.
But because he yet has no rings, but has all the talent in the world, as Coach Williams just said, a very close number 2 is Kevin Durant.
Dwayne Wade and Dirk Nowitzki at number 4. Dwayne Wade at number 1, Dirk Nowitzki at number 4. You and I agree. Okay. All right?
So you finally came around to my way of thinking.
No. What I'm saying...
To make things worse, analysts were already dropping him out of their top 5 lists. They even had Kevin Durant ranked ahead of him. D-Wade over Kobe, that was wild too, but whatever. LeBron came back next season with a vengeance. In 2012, he won his 3rd MVP and led the Heat back to the finals. But they hit a wall in the conference finals, going down 3-2 to Boston. The pressure was insane. People were already declaring the Heat dead in the water.
Is Miami done? Yes. Finished. It's over. Wow. It's over. I don't believe they will win Game 6, Skip. Even if they win Game 6 and a miracle happened, and I think it's gotten to a point where it'd be a miracle if they win this series, they're certainly not winning an NBA World Championship. Not only is this series over, everything's over for Miami. I think they lose Thursday night in Boston. I think after that, we don't know if Eric Spoelstra will be back.
Imagine having one game to save your entire legacy. All eyes were on him, and yeah, the pressure was insane. The craziest part? He brought it on himself. After a string of brutal playoff exits in Cleveland, especially against Boston, he made the decision, bolted to Miami, teamed up with Wade and Bosh, only to choke in the 2011 finals. 8 years into the league, still ringless, and suddenly, that Game 6 in Boston became the biggest moment of his career.
I played in Boston so many times, the history speaks for itself. But for this one time when I went to Boston for this Game 6.
LeBron knew the TD Garden all too well. Flashback to 2008 in Cavs vs. Celtics Game 7. LeBron, basically a one-man army, dropped 45 points but still lost. The Celtics went on to win the title. The following years, more playoff exits, more disappointment. And in 2010, after winning 61 games and a second MVP, Boston embarrassed him again. That loss sparked rumors he'd quit on his team, already thinking about free agency. And well, they were kinda right. Because shortly after that, LeBron shook the league, left Cleveland, joined the Heat, and basically turned into the NBA's biggest villain overnight. The press conference with Wade and Bosh. Speech? Yeah, that rubbed everybody the wrong way.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7 titles as a trio.
Still, Miami looked good in year 1. They stormed through the East and finally took down Boston in the playoffs. Everything seemed to be on track. Then came the finals, and LeBron completely disappeared. He was passive, unrecognizable, couldn't hit in the clutch, just straight up choked. Dallas beat Miami, and LeBron's haters had a field day. People said he wasn't built to win, that he didn't have it. Now, in a lockout-shortened 2012 season, LeBron had to bounce back. And he did. Won his third MVP in 4 years. But let's be honest, MVP didn't matter anymore. It was championship or bust. Miami blew past the Knicks in round 1. But round 2? Scary. They went down 2-1 to the Pacers and lost Bosh to injury. It looked like Miami was about to fold again. Then LeBron snapped, dropped 40-18-9 in Game 4, carried Miami back, and sent Indiana packing in 6. Now, it was time for the Eastern Conference Finals, and guess who was waiting? Yep, Boston again. LeBron started strong. In Game 1 and 2, he dropped 32 and 34 respectively. Miami was up 2-0 and cruising. The Celtics? They were old. They looked done, but they weren't. Back in Boston, the Celtics rallied, tied the series 2-2, then stole Game 5 in Miami behind a dagger 3 from Paul Pierce. Suddenly, Miami was on the brink, down 3-2, heading back to Boston and one loss away from another collapse. For LeBron, it was do or die. A loss here would have been devastating. The chosen one, staring down another elimination. This was a legacy-defining moment. June 7th, 2012, Game 6 in Boston. LeBron walked into the Garden ice cold. No emotion, no smiles, just locked in. And from the jump you could tell he was not playing around. Boom, a tomahawk slam to start the game, then a jumper over Pierce, then a spin move on Ray Allen. After missing his first shot, LeBron went on to hit 11 straight. Step backs, fadeaways, transition layups, it was surgical. He ended the first quarter with 14 points, outscoring most of Boston by himself. The second quarter, even crazier. He kept cooking. Pull-up jumpers, turnarounds, post fades. It didn't matter who was guarding him. Dude looked like a machine. At one point, he was 10 for 10 from the field. He scored 30 in the first half on 12 of 14 shooting. The Celtics had no answers. And again, no emotion. Just a cold, blank stare the entire time. It was low-key scary. Third quarter? Still in the zone, opens the half with a ridiculous one-legged fader off glass, then drills a jumper right in Petrus's face. Every time Boston made a push, LeBron hit them right back, like that laser 3 late in the third to kill their momentum. Heading into the fourth, Bron already had 41 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists, and he still hadn't sat down. Fourth quarter was just the finishing touches. Jumper over KG, a slick back cut layup from Wade, lead balloons to 25. The TD Garden, dead silent. Finally, with 3 minutes to go and Miami up 22, LeBron checks out for the first time all night. His final line, 45 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists. On 73% shooting, he became just the second player ever after Wilt Chamberlain to drop 45-15-5 in a playoff game, and the first to do it in an elimination game. LeBron's first year in LA didn't help his case. The team missed the playoffs, and Parker said it was going to be a 4-year mess, but the Lakers made moves. Anthony Davis became available, and while LeVar Ball hated the rumors, LeBron saw it as a golden opportunity. Once AD came to town, the expectations jumped. Skip Bayless still wasn't sold. LeBron, though, was fired up. He said he was motivated by his teammates, his kids, and yeah, his haters. Even the script's creator admitted he was one of those doubters. He thought the Lakers could make the playoffs but didn't see them winning a title, especially with Bron turning 35. But by February 2020, the Lakers looked like real contenders. That didn't stop the media from trying to put AD and LeBron against each other. Who's more important to the Lakers? Debates were everywhere.
How big of a factor do you think Hollywood was in LBJ's decision to come to the Lakers?
You see this guy?
I see him over there trying to tee you up. Stay focused.
It played 100%.
Thank you.
And LeBron James coming here.
Thank you.
LeBron James, Los Angeles is out of the championship business. LeBron James came here for Hollywood.
Chris Broussard said LeBron. Rob Parker went with AD, saying that if AD didn't deliver, LeBron would just be like every other guy. That's wild logic. Like saying Chris Middleton was more important to the Bucks than Giannis just because they won together. Then came the 2020 playoffs. In the bubble, the haters keep hating.
And make them better. He did not do that. When he came back, they were still in the hunt for the playoffs. It's a toxic environment, and this is what the Lakers got. I don't think that they were ready for what comes with LeBron.
Michael Rappaport said the Lakers wouldn't make the finals. He said the Blazers were going to give them trouble, the Nuggets and Rockets too, and if they made it past those guys, the Raptors had that Canadian secret sauce. Nice try. The Lakers handled all of them. And in the end, LeBron got his 4th ring and 4th Finals MVP. He said it best. I want my damn respect too. Even with all that, some people still doubted him, like Tracy McGrady. When LeBron was nearing 30,000 points, T-Mac didn't think Bron would catch Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's all-time scoring record. He figured Bron would slow down missed games and fall short.
All-time record for points. It's a little bit over 38,000. And you were like, I don't think he's going to get it.
I don't think he's going to get it. We're talking about over the next 5 years, he has to average. It's not so much what he has to average, it's the total points that he has to get, right? Because he could miss a lot of games and still average 21 points. But
once again, LeBron made those words look foolish. He's kept performing year after year and passed Kareem to become the NBA's all-time leading scorer.
We just want our respect. Rob wants his respect. Coach Vogel wants his respect. Our organization want their respect. Laker Nation want their respect. And I want my damn respect too.
With the weight of the world on his shoulders, LeBron delivered one of the greatest performances in NBA history. And mind you, that Game 6 wasn't just about stats or winning a playoff game. It was about shutting everyone up. He silenced the haters, the doubters, the media, everyone who said he couldn't deliver when it mattered most. That night, the king officially took his throne.
LeBron James captures that elusive title he so desperately coveted.
Given everything you've been through, when the clock hit triple zeros, what's the first thing that ran through your mind?
It's about damn time.
It's back-to-back titles for the Heat. The 2013 NBA championship resides once again in Miami. It's over. It's over. Cleveland is a city of champions once again. The Cavaliers are NBA champions.
In the end, it wasn't just about stats, rings, or highlight reels. It was about legacy. LeBron James didn't silence the haters with words. He did it with actions that echoed through basketball history. That moment became more than just a win. It became a statement. The king had spoken, and the world had no choice but to listen. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.